Hi, this is Fiona Middleton, President of Fairfield Business Solutions. Did you know that objections can actually help you to close the sale? Today I'd like to share a tip with you from our EXSELL sales training program. Your sales process is simply a series of steps that's designed to help you move your prospect from the very first contact you have with them right up until the sale is closed. Objections, however, aren't linear. They can happen at any step in the process, from the first conversation till 5 minutes before you seal the deal. That's why it's really important for you as a sales professional to be comfortable with anything your prospect throws your way. I like to use a 3-step process: validate, transition, answer. The validation statement is simply a one-line statement that I like to think of as taking the wind out of somebody's sails. This is really helpful if somebody seems to be a little bit agitated or upset. And what it does is it sets a tone that shows that you're not defensive and also recognizes their concern. It helps to diffuse any tension that might be there so that they're more open to listening to what you have to say. Here's some of my favorite validation statements, and they can each be used at different times and for different reasons. For example, a good question compliments the prospect on being thoughtful, and that's helpful if you have somebody who's not a particularly strong decision maker. I'm glad you mentioned that, or I'm glad you brought that up. That shows that you're not defensive. Same with a great segue, or I'm glad you asked the question. It just shows that you were actually planning to go there anyway. A lot of people believe that, or that's a common question. Or another one that I like, I've seen a lot of stuff out there about that lately. I find those 3 validation statements are really important when there's information that might be out there about your service or product that's not completely accurate. And that helps to clear the way for you to share some new information or kind of set the record straight for your prospect. And my favorite one is, it sounds like you're concerned about. I like that because it gives me the opportunity to really restate what the prospect has said to me and to make sure that I understand it and answer the right question. Step 2 is simply a transition. All this is a bridge that takes you from diffusing the tension to answering the question. It's simply a short phrase that's signifying a shift in the conversation. My favorite one is, and that's why, but any of these others will work for you. The only one I'd caution you not to use is but. Whenever you use the word but, it tends to just discount everything that was said beforehand. And finally, answer the question. This is where you want to address the person's concern. Keep your answers short and focused so that you can move the conversation forward. However, before you move that conversation forward, you want to check in to make sure that you have in fact addressed the concern. The easiest way to do that, of course, is to say, does that answer your question? It's also a nice opportunity to move the prospect on to the next step. So it's simply 3 steps: validate, transition, and answer, and I promise you it works like a charm every time. If you'd like this tip and you'd like to hear a little bit more, we offer a terrific program called EXSELL. It's an 8-step training platform that you can have brought directly to your desktop. And it's very affordable, and it will help both your external outreach teams and your internal frontline teams. It's our proven sales techniques that we've used for years. We hope you've enjoyed this, and please contact us if we can help you anymore.